Hello and welcome back to another Dungeons and Dragons with the comic book community. Another episode in Keys from the Golden Vault. We are now on episode 6. I fixed the thumbnail, so on me. Solved it. The team has successfully done their first heist. They have achieved their ends, received their rewards, and leveled up. So tonight we'll learn a little bit about what happened to their characters as they've leveled up and gained their new mystery, their new problem to solve. So that, of course, means we have JP or Emma. We got Big O, we got Paul and Kaylin here. We got Adam slapping. We got Tony, Lucian. What's going on, Tony?
Hey.
And we've got Perv Mervin himself. What's going on, Alec?
Perv Mervin.
So, for those that don't know, when characters get a certain amount of experience, or depending on how you're playing it, achieve certain goals, the characters can level up from level 1. Now these characters are all level 2, so I'll give everybody an opportunity to kind of tell us if there's anything that changed, anything that they gained, any new skills, spells, abilities, what have you. So, JP, you want to go first? How did Emma evolve?
Well, I now have 18 hit points, so I rolled pretty well on my die.
Nice.
And let's see. I picked up 2 bard traits at level 2. I'm still not picked the bard college yet. I have to wait till level 3.
Sure.
Jack of all trades, which means I can add half my proficiency bonus, rounded down to 1 to any ability check you make that doesn't already include it. So basically, I get half my proficiency on everything that I am not proficient on. So everything else gets a half.
So basically, a lot of the skill rolls that you're going to be doing either will get your full proficiency or they'll get the half, right?
Yes.
Everything is improved now.
Yes, everything is improved. So
nice.
And then I get Song of Rest. If you or any friendly creature who can hear you, if I give a performance during a short rest, if we're taking a short rest as a group, and anybody decides to roll hit dice during that short rest to recover points, and I do the Song of Rest performance and they can hear me, they automatically get an extra D6 to roll and add to their roll.
I don't remember getting that as a bard. That's cool.
Those are the 2 things I picked up, and then I picked up a spell slot and an additional spell. So,
what was the spell you learned?
Sleep is what I added at this point.
Nice. All right. Kaylin, how did she evolve this time around?
So level 2 wizard, I chose my wizarding school, which was Blade Singer. So that came with oh goodness, I've already forgotten.
It's all right. Most of this is just for me so that I can keep track and remind myself.
Comes with Blade Song, so I get 2 times per long rest. I get a bonus to armor class, increase walking speed, advantage on acrobatics, +3 to any con saving throw. So
wow, nice,
bunch of stuff, and then eventually that will tick forward, and I'll be able to use my intelligence to do attack rolls instead of dexterity. So
nice.
And then I picked up a couple spells, a couple ritual spells. So I don't have to spend spell slots. I can sit and read.
Nice.
For 10 minutes out of my book. So
yeah, because you have to use spells based on knowledge, right? Based on books. Yeah, right. Perv Mervin, how's our little goblin doing?
Doing great. He gained a bunch more hit points, so he's not completely fragile anymore. And at level 2, artificers learn magical infusions, which basically allows you to infuse certain types of items with certain abilities.
So basically 2, make a normal item a magical item, basically.
Yes, and they can give some additional benefits as well. So at level 2, I know 4 infusions. I can only infuse 2 items at a time.
Okay. How long does it take to infuse an item?
You can do it every day after a long rest.
Nice.
And the item stays infused until you change it or you die, basically. So
nice.
Sweet. So does that mean you can make our weapons a +1?
So I can only infuse 2 items and only use each infusion once. So I couldn't give multiple people the same infusion.
Gotcha. Okay.
I understand it. And at level 2, because some of the infusions require higher levels to be able to learn them.
Okay.
I was fairly limited as to my options at level 2. The 4 I picked are a repeating shot, which gives a ranged attack weapon +1 attack, +1 damage, and no reload. So I have a light crossbow, which I could infuse, and then I wouldn't have to spend any time reloading it.
Auto reload. You got an semi-automatic now.
Enhanced defense, which gives any armor or shield +1 AC.
Oh.
Enhanced weapon, which gives +1 attack and +1 damage to a melee weapon.
Ooh.
And the 4th one I chose was replicate magic item, which allows me to pick out of a list of magic items, which also expand at higher levels. But
Okay.
the one I chose for now is an alchemy jug, which allows me to, as an action, magically fill this jug with a certain type of liquid of my choosing from a list, and then as another action, I can uncork it and pour out the liquid.
Nice. And you can change the item in the liquid at different times, right?
Yeah, every time you fill it up, you can pick a different liquid from the list.
Okay, perfect.
Some of the infusions that I could have picked required things that I don't have. Like I can get a homunculus, but I need a gem that's worth 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
And there's one that gives me bonus to spell attacks, but I don't have a wand or a staff that I would need to infuse.
Right.
And then I could have chosen things that would, for example, like I can infuse armor to make it so that I can't get knocked down, knocked prone. But since I'm not a frontline attacker right now, I felt like that wasn't really as important.
As useful. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I got going on.
Nice. How did Lucian come out as a level 2 rogue?
Well, that's 2. All I get is cunning action.
Okay.
So you can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat.
Mm-hmm.
This action can be used only to take the dash, disengage, or hide action. So I can attack and then jump back.
Yeah, we've used that a lot in previous sessions
Right.
with our various rogues, right? Okay. And then hopefully you rolled and added to your health, right?
Yeah. Well, I had the program do it, so now I'm at 17.
Perfect.
I'm at
Awesome.
17.
Just wanted to make sure you
Thank
leveled up, get your stats up. How about Slappin'? How's he doing?
He's doing pretty good. He's up to 17 hit points also. With level 2, I started getting some of the monk stuff, which used to be called like key points. Now it's called
Focus
points. So I get the focus step of the wind. I can expand a focus point to use both the disengage and dash actions as a bonus action.
Okay.
Patient defense, focus patient defense, which I can expend a key point to use the disengage and dodge action.
Okay.
And flurry of blows will let me make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay. Cool.
This is something I'd never noticed before, except on the new 2024 version. Uncanny metabolism. Once per long rest, when you roll initiative, you can regain all expended focus points and regain 1d6 plus 2 hit points.
So once for long rest, is that what you said?
Once per long rest, but
Okay.
it's whenever it says once per long rest when you roll initiative. So
Yeah. So
At the
in
beginning of
any
a
combat
fight.
scenario,
after a long rest,
you can roll.
and all I can regain all my expended focus points.
So you can't do it like in the middle of a combat where you're getting beat up.
Correct.
It would
Right.
be something
Be a new.
Yeah, it'd be
It'd
something
be like if you had a second combat of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And how many do you regain all of them on a good roll, or is it a certain number you can get back? How does that work?
You regain all of them
Wow.
whenever
That's
that
cool.
happens, but that's once per long rest.
Yeah.
And I'll get my points back after a short rest. So
Okay.
I
Cool.
only have 2 at the second level, so you only get 1 per level.
Okay. And I haven't played a monk in a while, but I know that those points are very invaluable in your combat. So, not that we've had a ton of combat at this point, except Perv has had combat.
Perv only so far.
So yeah, as a reminder to everybody, they completed their last mission, went back to the inn, decided that they were going to wait because they got sort of summoned back to Donald's place for the next morning. So everybody, I am assuming, fully rested and ready to go out in the morning. Are we all good?
If we have taken a long rest, I'm going to use my infusions. I'm going to infuse my armor to give me +1 AC, and I'm going to create my alchemy jug.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else need to do anything during that long rest?
Can we go and pick up stuff? I assume there's places to buy.
Oh yeah,
equipment.
there's definitely lots of little places you can stop and shop if you need. It's pretty early. I think that we were going to go to Donald's, so you
Okay.
may want to do it on the way back. But if you
Yeah.
want to poke around,
And then we'll know what we're doing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say let's wait until after we get the scoop on what we do. That way, if we need to buy something for the job, we're prepared.
Okay.
does that sound good, Tony?
Yeah, it's fine. I was just asking.
Sure, no problem. Okay, so everybody's heading out. Nothing eventful happens. It's fairly early in the morning. It's pretty quiet out. When you get to, as a reminder, Donald is the name of this restaurant. It's early in the morning. What's
Okay.
that?
Donald's the restaurant name? Okay.
Donald is the name on the door of the restaurant. Yes.
Do they have breakfast meals or anything like that? We can get something to eat.
It is very dark. The windows have the curtains are pulled on the windows, so you can't really see inside. There doesn't seem to be any light inside when you arrive.
I mean, we've been summoned. Perv Mervin makes his way in.
Sure.
Let's go.
The door is locked.
I'm gonna reach.
Well,
in.
I'm out of ideas.
I'm gonna reach into the bag and grab Hal's box and open up.
I'll-
And
While
Knock
Caitlin's
on
doing
the door.
that, I'm just going to go knock.
You're getting Al out, and you knock, and you hear some like scuffling on the inside, and then some
then
locking sounds.
I'll leave Hal in the box. Then it's like,
And the door, a little crack opens in the door, and there's the little gnome with the pencil mustache peeking out, and he's like, "Hurry, get in!" And he like opens the door just a little bit for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're in.
Go in.
All right, so everybody goes in, and the curtain is already pulled aside to the little ante room where Donald is sitting behind his desk. It's the same kind of setup as before. I'm assuming everybody just goes in. You can sit, you can stand as you choose. Donald looks a little tired, but he's okay. Behind him, the gnome closes and locks the door and looks out the shutters, somewhat nervously, somewhat anxious. Donald says, "I'm so glad that you're here. Come and sit. And he waves you in, and he says, "Thank you so much for doing a remarkable job at the museum. I appreciate all that you've done. I just have some questions. It's not a big deal. Who killed the curator?"
We did.
None of
He was
us.
alive when we left.
No, it's not a problem. Like, hey, accidents happen, spilled milk, omelets, the
insight
whole
check.
thing. Like, it's totally okay. I
Yeah,
don't have a
insight check.
problem.
Yeah.
Nobody's in trouble. This is not the principal's office or nothing. But I need to
Insight
know.
check. Oh shit. 12.
I'll roll also.
Sure, you guys can all.
That's
roll
a
insight.
that's a 13.
He with a 12 and a 13. I mean, there's nothing false about what he's doing. If anybody gets higher, we can try to rate higher. So, because he's dead.
When did he
found
die?
him
Yeah, he was.
during last night, sometime during the night. I didn't know. Hey, guys, get in the way. No judgment.
Whenever we
people make
left there, he was
choices.
alive.
Yeah. We'd already delivered the stone to Dr. Jones and were leaving and could see him in the front of the museum when we left.
But he did have this on him, and I'll give the note that I stole off of him in Thieves' Cant.
Yes. And
He had this on him, which I found awfully odd.
he's like he doesn't touch it, but he looks at it at the table there. Very interesting.
And we noticed that we were being watched. We assumed that was your people making sure that we were on the job, but there were people watching us yesterday.
Very curious. Okay.
Quick question, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Do you know how he died? Like, was it suspicious?
Well, I mean, suspicious. They slit his throat, so I mean, that's suspicious.
Yeah. Typically, that's not an accident.
Definitely doesn't seem accidental, but I thought, hey,
I mean, I'm just a little
you
guy.
guys do what you got to do when you're on these missions. I don't judge you.
I'm just a little guy. I can't reach that high.
But I find this very intriguing. It's concerning to me because, I don't want us to be causing too much harm in this city. We're supposed to be, doing good. And if he wasn't a problem, I don't see why we killed him. But hey, if it wasn't you guys,
we didn't.
So he was pretty easy to manipulate and get the gear, like what we needed off of him. So he was not a problem for us.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't believe in coincidences, so I think if someone, maybe the people watching us also killed him to make it look like maybe we did more than we should have done.
This is very intriguing news to me. I have friends, I have friends. I have a friend in the police department who came around last night to kind of let me know. He was a little worked up about it. So I told him maybe we could try to figure this out. I told him, hey, don't stick your nose where it doesn't need to go. But for you guys, if you didn't do it, it might behoove all of us to know who did do this.
Just for some clarification, you said you told the police to not stick their nose where it doesn't need to go in a murder?
They're friends, they're friends. I didn't know if it was you guys that did it.
I mean, isn't that their job?
Not with friends, sometimes, people, they help each other. So, but if it's not a friendly situation, perhaps we could look into it if you was so inclined.
I'm going to ask the Don. Don, do you know what happened to Dr. Jones? Is Dr. Jones your contact?
As far as I know, he's doing swell and back to his digging in the dirt or whatever. But this curator guy, not so much.
I mean,
so what I got,
we'd be more inclined to get involved if you were so inclined to pay us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What I got here, I got $50 for each, 50 gold for each of you, if you're willing to figure out who did this, and then we can decide if anything needs to be done. $50 just gets 50 gold just to find out who. You don't need to do anything more. If we want to do more, we could look at what that might cost.
50 gold is 50 gold. I'm game.
I'm curious as to you. When you thought it was us, you told the police to stay out of it. But now you're willing to invest this much to find out who it was?
If we are being followed, if we are being spied upon, and then people are committing murders and pinning it on us, I want to know this.
Are we going to be able to get access to the museum? Or
I will send word my man on the inside, the policeman who's my guy. You can talk to him and he'll give you information on the investigation, whatever he can.
I mean, normally I wouldn't like turn down a job that's paying well like that, but you know, our skills are more typically infiltration and thievery, and not so much investigation. But I mean, I guess we can give it a try. I don't want to answer for the rest of the guys, but I'm just setting up expectations that we're probably not going to do so. I mean, you know, we got the job done last time. Wasn't the smoothest, I'll be the first to admit.
It was quick.
I heard things. I would no judgment. I heard things, but you got the job done. That's all I'm. Everything's roses for
And
me.
so far, we thought nobody died, but clearly,
I mean, I was okay either way. But now I just have questions I would like answers to, and it's possible your skills would be coming in handy in remediation were we to find the rat here.
Do you have information about the museum that you know that maybe we don't? Like, how many people are actually employed there? Like, what, other than the Merkmeyer stone that we had to get for Dr. Jones, do you know anything about the museum?
I mean, I know lots of things. I like friends. I like friends. I got lots of friends, but
yeah, Ross
far
is
as-
my favorite.
I'm more of a Chandler guy.
Oh,
But-
that makes sense. That tracks.
As far as the museum goes, Dr. Jones, he was a good friend, and then the security guys, some of them I worked with in the past, but most of them I don't like those guys.
Who'd you work with in the past?
There was this kid. I can't remember all the names now. I wasn't expecting that.
We just need one.
Yeah, right. There was this kid, Clark. I did some stuff with in the back. He was a good egg. He was a good egg.
I just remembered actually in the middle of all the craziness that went on that we maybe started or didn't start. That's neither here nor there. I did get down into the loading dock at one point, and there were some people down there kind of having a heated discussion. I couldn't really hear them, but maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe it's a lead. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard people down there as well. I didn't get as far as you did, apparently, Perv.
Did you?
Yeah, they weren't
notice
too happy to
anything-
see me.
Were you able to notice anything specific about him?
Can I do, I guess, a history check to see if I
Sure.
remember?
Sure.
Yeah, and I did not see them or hear them distinctly. I just heard that they were down there. So
Right.
I'm going to not roll.
I got a 12.
You remember that there were three, that they were male, that they were humanoid, meaning, not super tiny or monsters, but like, average height. With a 12, I'll say maybe you saw at least one of them had pointed ears. Because I know you got pretty close and talked to one of them, if I recall.
Yeah, I definitely
two.
interacted with at least one.
Okay. So we'll say you got the sense that one of them was an elf.
Okay.
Of some sort. He waves his hand at the little gnome, and when the gnome comes over, he says, "Take this letter to Detective Koba for me." And then the little gnome darts out. He's like, "He'll let him know when you're ready to talk."
Detective Coburn?
Koba, Coba. He's a tiefling, but don't hold it against him.
Now, you're obviously well connected in this town. Who, if there were other people that had interest in the museum, and specifically based on the note we found in the Merkmeyer stone, do you know who these other groups would be that we needed to be potentially concerned about? Is there any leads beyond just go see what the cops have on this murder? Surely
No.
there's other forces in this town that would potentially have information.
Also, bring up the ninja that I essentially saw spying on us the one time.
But that was the day before the
Yes.
heist, right? Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah,
describe him to, see if that fits any gangs or anything.
So many ins and outs, so many groups.
I would think a ninja would be relatively, unique. Maybe not.
I'll have to put my mind to it now that I have this new information. There's definitely a few people that I don't like, I don't trust, that might be watchful of what I'm doing. But it does leave me with an upset stomach a little bit. I may need to eat something. I'll tell you what. If I find any ideas, any leads, I'll send word through Hal for you.
Okay.
As far as I know, Detective Koba is still at the scene of the crime, so you could probably find him there if you wanted to go to the museum.
How many of us? Obviously, a few of us were relatively obvious at the party, like drew attention. Irv.
No, because
No.
I was either hidden. Well, I mean, I guess some of the guards saw me, but I was
So
either
you, like,
hidden
knock down a
or
statue and run out the front door.
when I came back, I was not in my leathers. I was in my fancy dress.
Well, so you, in your disguise, you got beat up and captured by them, and out of your disguise, you knocked down a dinosaur and had to run out of the place.
That's
Well,
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
The good news is most of those security guys, they're getting interrogated at the precinct, and the police are handling the location now. So maybe it won't be the same people that you knew from last time. You
I had another
interested?
question.
Yeah.
Unrelated. Do you know of any good stores that would give us a good rate?
What is it you're looking for? I know lots of people.
I think Lucian was looking for some stuff.
I got to pick up some stuff that I used or that I want to pick up for maybe future stuff. And I have something I want to price.
I like stuff. Everybody likes stuff. I'll tell you what. I'll send word over to Rod's Emporium. You can go check in with Rod.
Rod, hey.
It's not too far from your inn, I think.
Rod's. All right.
Rod's Emporium. Okay. And if we were looking for something with a bit of magic to it.
Like a good magic. Eddie's your man. It's a little further than the museum, but in that same neighborhood. Eddie's shop is the one you want. He might sell some goodies.
Is he slow or is he fast?
He's a wizard. They don't usually move. They arrive exactly when they need
A wizard
to.
named Eddie. Interesting. They usually make up some long, ridiculous name that they sound important.
It could be short for Edward. I don't know. I never asked.
All right.
Real quick before we head out, because I feel like this is kind of wrapping up. Do you know what a clown flower is?
Nobody talks about my family that way. I'm just gonna say I thought we were friends.
Okay, I mean, I was just curious. Thanks, though.
Is there an armory in the neighborhood?
Thought I just sent you to Rod's.
Hey, I don't know. You say Rod's Emporium.
You didn't say what you wanted.
He's got stuff. You said stuff. I sent you to the
Maybe
guy with the
cousin
stuff.
Paulie, a Joe, a Joey, a Paulie, a Johnny.
He has very dangerous things there.
Okay,
That's
good.
what I'll say.
All right. I'll write that down. Okay. So
right.
are we all done with the Don?
I guess.
I appreciate you all coming here on this Thursday morning.
It meant a lot to me.
wedding.
The day of my
Before we
breakfast.
Go, Don, though, I have to ask. This seems. You had Hal College here early this morning, last night, which presumably may or may not have been before the museum director was killed, and yet our assignment is related to that. When you thought when we arrived we had done it, was there not something else that we were supposed to be discussing?
There's always jobs, lots of jobs, but this one seems like it would be important to prioritize.
Okay.
I've been skeptical of the Don since we met him the first time. Is
Okay.
this the top thing that we want to be doing? Does it seem like he is putting us out there to take the fall? Or does it seem like he's legit trying to figure out why are people after his group that he just put together?
So is that an insight check you want to be doing then?
Probably.
Okay.
Uh, 18 plus 2 is a dirty 20.
Ooh, nice. He doesn't seem to have any malicious intent in what you don't perceive any malicious intent. Of course, he seems like somebody who has a lot of extra information that he's not just going to be sharing willy-nilly. So there's definitely obviously more to all of it, everything. But there doesn't seem to be any malicious intent that you can pick up on.
Okay.
Everybody is still alive. Well, not the curator. Yeah. All the Arkan is no more.
I'm still skeptical of all the things, but maybe it's because he's talking big city talk and I'm just a little farmer girl from the mountains.
Sure. That could be. Or it's just, criminal underlords, not necessarily known for
No,
honesty.
that's yeah.
All right, so yeah, Emma pulls her
All
hood
good?
back up over her head and heads for the door.
All right. Where are we heading first? What's the priority here?
Well, I guess it's just.
I think we go to Koba first. I don't know.
We know Koba is at the site right now.
Correct.
I guess Lucian, how critical is it that you need to visit to get gear, or can we go visit with this detective first?
Yeah, we can always do it on the way back.
All right.
All right, I guess we're headed to the museum.
Sure. Okay. So we'll. I don't think there's any need to roll any. You know what? Let's have everybody roll perception, and I'll roll and see what we got going. Oof, jeez.
Oh wait, I gotta roll. Is it daylight? We outside in the sun?
Yes, it is daylight. It is daylight.
Okay.
22.
Nice.
13.
6.
16 for me.
There's seemingly nothing. Nobody's really paying any mind. Maybe it's too early still. Nobody following you. No sense of anybody anywhere. So make it across town very easily. You arrive back at the museum, and there is a couple of people out front walking around looking for things. Looking up at different things. I don't remember if you guys left the rope, but I think you must have because it was attached up top. So
Yeah,
they
I
may
did.
be looking at the rope. Maybe they're, guys up top looking down. There's just a few different people looking somewhat officious walking around.
I would suggest that we from the surrounding block, take a quick pass to just see anything if there is to see, or Emma
Sure.
would like to before we approach this detective. That would be Emma's suggestion to the group, is that we kind of split up and kind of take a pass and just see what we can see before we look.
Are you going to go as a crew, or are you going to split up, or how are you going to do this?
Suggest that we do it in 2s or 3s or whatever, but head in directions and meet back.
I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna take Slappin', and we're gonna go around the south side.
All right, then I would take Perv and Lucian and go see if we go the other way.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah, you want perception checks as we kind of.
Sure. I'm gonna just roll and see if anybody pays any mind. And I am rolling just as good as last week, so nobody pays
22
any
again.
attention. What's that?
22 again.
Crap, I forgot. Perception is disadvantage.
13.
9 for me, and 9 for me.
No
you
natural
do know.
20 on my perception. 15.
Yeah. Oh, and a 9. Okay. So you don't notice anybody that you've seen before, and nobody you recognize, but there are several people milling about. And when you get to the backside where the ramp is to the loading dock from the basement, you see that the doors are open, and that there are several people down there poking around and looking, including a large tiefling who is overseeing everything in a sense. And they're right there in that corner of the basement that Alec saw those guys in, and they're rooting around in some of the boxes.
Do we all kind of coalesce back at that point?
If you wish. Clearly, the guards are paying, or the officers are paying no attention to you.
So Emma would make the suggestion that we don't, like 5 people come up walking up and looking for Detective Coma. That like 2 of us go and everyone else kind of keep an eye on these other detectives and see if anything's going on. But that's a suggestion. What does the group think?
I'm fine
Yeah.
with standing
Well, the
here looking.
Scooby Gang always sticks together when they talk to the sheriff, so that's always 5.
Like, hey, Scoob.
But yeah, if you want to go talk to them downstairs by yourself, go right ahead.
Well, I was going to take one person with me, but I just thought 5 seemed a little bit much.
I'm a lot better at looking than I am at talking. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind to go too. I wouldn't mind to go too.
Herb is the man for the job on this one.
All right,
Yep.
so
Me
Lucian
and
and Emma.
me and Slappin' are gonna stay in the back, keep an eye
Okay.
on things.
Okay.
All right, you 3 stroll down there.
Well, I think Perv was going to stay at the back too.
Sorry, you 2
Yeah.
stroll down there. One of the officers sees you and starts walking over, saying, "Sorry, this is a crime scene, buddy. You can't just go in here."
I'm sorry, sir. We had a message for Detective Koba, and that was important. We were sent with to give him some information.
He looks over his shoulder and he says, "Okay, just wait right here 1 second." And he walks over and whispers something to the tiefling, and the tiefling looks up and nods and then waves you guys over.
Okay.
He moves over. He walks a little bit away from what you can see is a big pile of blood on the ground there by those boxes, so that the guys who are looking at it and investigating those boxes can't hear you. But he walks a little bit of ways to the middle of the room more.
Hello, Detective. We were sent by a mutual friend that maybe we could provide some assistance for you.
Well, I'd like it, because I'll tell you, this mess, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. We got artifacts being stolen in the middle of the night. We got ropes hanging from the roof. We got dead curators on the floor down here. We got masks stuffed in the corner over there, all kinds of disguise kits. This place is an absolute disaster. I don't even know what kind of security they're running here. It's a joke.
So there's blood down here?
We could
The
see-
curators, that's the curators, the left of what's left of the curator after we hauled him away in the corner of the room there. Looks
Which-
like they killed him last night, slit his throat. I don't even know. We found a couple of the other guards for this place hog-tied in boxes in the corner here.
Is there any way you can put up a picture of this and show us where the blood is?
Sure, I can share that again. I was like, I didn't think I need to share anything today. Let me open that. Then screen share.
While this is going on, Kalen has convinced Perv and Slappin' to play rock, paper, scissors, boulder, parchment, shears, to figure out who gets to put the weight, who gets to set the line for how long
Okay.
it takes for us to get kicked out.
Okay. All right. So this is the loading dock. These are the doors that you guys just came in, and the mess is right over here. The stairs that came down were right here. This is where Alec and I think Kalen were also kind of peeking around the corner at the beginning. But the boxes, the blood, the body is all over here.
And then you said they were people hogtied.
So,
sorry, is that a question you're asking the detective?
Yes.
Three different security guards, all bashed over the head, thrown in boxes and tied up. You would not believe it. They just absolutely within an inch of their lives.
you said you found disguise kits?
Yeah, it was crazy. They beat the snot out of all these guys. They killed the curator, and then apparently they made off in costume somewhere to go do something.
So did the note that Slappin found that was in Thieves' Cant, did it mention anything about disguises? Like, it
was
like the circumstances that were any of the replacing the guard? Like,
it did mention replacing the guard.
Was any of that as part of the note? Like, in terms of the plan that we saw?
We can have Slappin.
It did mention the path the guards took, and they're sort of, I think it was a description of them, or it was how they could be replaced, essentially.
Descriptions of what they looked like and where their routes were. I don't remember if it mentioned replacing them or not. I'm sorry.
Okay, so based on what we got before, like the activity of infiltrating the museum and like taking out a guard and replacing that guard to get in was something that was potentially part of that plan that we saw.
Seemingly, yeah.
Okay. No, I just couldn't remember what was in the note.
No, that's fine. No, it's fine.
So what Emma actually knew, you said the artifact's missing. What all do you know is missing?
Some kind of rock? I don't even know. Like they're telling me that like one rock that was over here is actually supposed to be over there, and then the one that was over there, they didn't know where it went, and it was like also like a lot of chaos last night. Apparently, like people breaking statues and destroying sculptures, and I don't even know. Stuff I couldn't name if I tried.
You have a drinking party at a museum seems ill-advised.
While Emma's talking to the cop, can I go look at the bloodstains?
Sure, of course.
So, but what about down here? Was there anything that seemed out of place? Since it seems the incident actually took place, at least the murder and the guards and stuff took place down here. Was there anything out of place down here that you know of?
There was one really weird thing. They had a fake rock that nobody seems to recognize. Like nobody had seen it before. Nobody knew what it was. Green, and they said it looked kind of like the one that went missing, but it wasn't that one. It's like another one down here in the corner.
Extra rock.
Yeah. So I don't know if they just can't keep track of their stuff or not. I don't even know what these guys are up to. Again, it's a real shit show around here.
Would you mind if, can you show me where you found like the disguise kits or whatever? Like,
I even got one for you. Yeah, right over here.
So yeah.
So he walks you over to this corner, and on one of the open boxes on the lid, you can see some of these disguise kits that are basically allowing change of skin color, like they're able to like disguise.
So something I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, for certain. You are very familiar with this.
Okay.
While they're looking, can I do a perceptive check around the area of the blood?
For sure.
Oh, 23.
There's a ton of blood. Clearly, enough that the person who bled out here did not survive. That's definitely true. Beyond that, you can see some smudges where the body was maybe picked up and carried away. Some drag marks or whatever when they were taken, but struggle, maybe some signs of struggle, some arterial spray, perhaps when the original neck was cut. Some of those kinds of things.
And you said there's drag. Well, I see drag marks. So he was killed at one spot and pulled till that
basically. Exactly. And then picked up by the officers and taken away.
I want to do a just a perception check as I look around this area. Do I notice anything about where he found like these masks and stuff? Is there anything else that looks like that sticks out as maybe being out of place? Am I inside now, or am I still out in the sun?
We're inside.
Okay. So that's going to be a 14.
Okay. You can see one of the boxes looks different than the others, and it's open, and you can see the green stone peeking out from inside of it.
Okay. One box looks different. And it has the replacement stone in it.
Yes.
Can I go look at the replacement stone real quick?
Sure, absolutely.
And I guess do another perception on it. Ooh, that's better. 21.
From what you can tell, and you saw the Merkmeyer stone several times over,
Yeah.
this looks very similar, like impressively duplicate like style. Somebody really put some work into making this thing.
Okay. Detective, you said that you found 3 of the guards. Did they indicate how they were attacked? Did they see like a number of people? Do they know how they got into the museum?
They didn't have a lot of memory about anything, but they recalled being down here, being hit by something from behind, really heavy, hard. And then each one of them had an incident down here when they got clubbed, they got pulled in, and then they don't remember anything till they woke up in these boxes over here.
And did you see any sign of forced entry into the loading dock area?
It's interesting you say that. The loading dock doors on the outside had a ton of scratch marks on it. It's possible somebody picked it, but it could just be sloppy alcoholics coming in the morning, scratching it up every day when they use their keys. It could just as easily be that.
If you don't mind, Detective, I have a colleague that wouldn't mind taking a look. He's very good at noticing things that might be out of place, even in places he hasn't been. He's very good at these kind of things. Would you mind if I catch him real quick?
Absolutely. Bring him in.
All right. So I'm going to head up the thing and motion to Perv, like head over and motion to Perv. I'm like, okay, something clearly went down in the basement in the loading dock area after we left. You were the only one that was down there to see how the room was laid out. We're going to pretend that you're just really good at like noticing things, not that you were there.
He's the mentalist.
Keep it down. Yes. Keep it on the, pretend this is your first time seeing it, but I want to see if you notice anything that looks different than when you were down there. Okay? Understand? All right. Come on, Perv. She's like partially regretting this even before she does it. But
is Perv wearing his mask or no?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Koba's
Okay,
like,
yeah.
how you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
Perv is going to resist to his deepest abilities to not blurt out like something overcompensating for the fact that he's supposed to be pretending to be here for the first time.
Okay.
So just have a look around. Is it okay if he kind of just walks around and stays out of obviously?
Just don't mess anything up. Don't break anything, please.
Just don't touch anything necessarily. Just have a look, my friend.
My favorite thing to do is looking.
Meanwhile, it's quite remarkable. He's a little, but as Perv walks away,
He seems a little touched to me. I don't know.
Like as he walks away, I'm like, people with gifts are sometimes a little special. So he has some interest,
Hey,
idiosyncrasies, but he's really good at what he does.
our friend says to give you access. That's what I do, buddy.
Let's see if the dice agrees with me being really good at it.
What are you looking
Perception,
at?
I assume, since I'm just looking around.
Just overall, or is there a specific thing you're looking at?
I mean, I guess Emma was saying that she wants me to see if there's anything that is noticeably out of place from where things were last night.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah, that was her suggestion, just because you were the only one that actually made it down here.
Well, I rolled a 19, so.
Woo.
Woo. See, he is really good at this.
I do one of these. I'm like.
I will say,
I
as
really-
someone who, yeah, you definitely notice that the scratch marks on the lock seem to be skilled. They're not accidental. Like this is somebody opening the lock with talent. You also can tell that the fake Merkmeyer stone is a really good forgery. Like as someone who has crafted these maybe kinds of things or crafted other things, you know the work that goes into it, and the person.
I had the Merkmeyer stone in my possession, so I'm
right.
somewhat
So-
familiar with what it looks like.
You
You
can
also
tell
checked
that
the
whoever
across the lobby.
whoever made it not only knew what the stone looked like, but did an expert job recreating it. This probably was not cheap.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the layout of the room or boxes or anything like that, he doesn't notice anything.
I mean, he notices that one box does look different. The wood used in that box is not the same as all the wood in all the other boxes, the ones that were there before. This one seems different, like it was brought in.
Well, if there's one thing I know about, it's wood. And let me tell you, this one's different.
So, can I investigate this box in addition to is there any markings or anything like that on it?
Certainly.
That is a 16.
It's the wood here definitely seems like it has a little water damage, like it's been near water. So there's maybe some water stains. It looks as if it's been near a lot of moisture.
The rusty staples.
Maybe.
There's no name on it or anything at all.
But no
No.
markings or anything, yeah.
No writing.
Is there like markings on the other box? Is that another thing that's different? Do the other boxes all have markings and like stuff on them? Is that
Yeah,
what
there's definitely more labels on the other boxes as far as identifying maybe where they came from or going through customs or information on what had been in it. Perhaps some of the boxes might mention whatever part of the museum they were going to.
Are there any crafters or like that would make sculptors or anything like that in the town?
I mean, it's a very big city, so I would be shocked. I'm sure there are many people.
Are there any known crafters that would be near
Oh, is this a question for the detective? Sorry,
to the detective?
I thought that was a meta question.
No.
Sorry.
Are there any crafters or sculptures in town near water?
And then I can think of a few guys for sure that could do this kind of a thing. If that's a genuine forgery or fake, there's definitely a few guys that could do this kind of work. But they wouldn't be cheap. They would definitely be expensive.
Can you get us a list of names?
I'll have my guys run down a list and send it on to our friend.
Okay. This director, the victim, what do you know about him? He, in terms of, could he have been in bad with people? What do we know about this museum director and how he was? Is there anything potentially connections that might have cost him his life, that maybe he was dabbling in things he shouldn't have?
Everybody said he was kind of the nervous sort, kind of anxious all the time. Didn't seem like the kind that would forget to tie his laces or anything. This guy, it sounded like he was the kind that liked to hear his own voice and chat up people all the time, but also very anxious about things and liked things to be done a certain way. One thing that came up that was kind of interesting was that he didn't speak last night at the unveiling of the stone. Like, he didn't give a speech. Everybody was expecting him to give a speech, and he didn't say anything. They just kind of had their event. I mean, maybe it's nothing, but that kind of guy thought it was a little strange that he didn't say anything.
In terms of the museum as a whole, was there any, museums potentially have a reputation of not, getting their items of antiquity by maybe not always the most upstanding means? Was there any of that with this gentleman or this museum in any history of potential conflict about how he went about getting the items that are here?
Honestly, pal, if it wasn't for this murder, this would be the first time I've ever stepped into this place. Like, nothing happens here. This place is like boring. It's a freaking museum. Like, I've never even been here. My kids would kill me if I brought them here. They hate this crap.
Just some of these items are probably worth quite a bit, and sometimes they're not always gotten by the best of.
That's true. But everything I hear is this place is pretty squeaky clean. I know there was some scuffle between the curator and some paleontologist doctor guy, something, some argument about I haven't had a chance to interview this guy yet, Jones or something. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but he's somebody that I definitely want to have a chat with, because I did hear they had some arguments in the week leading up to this thing.
Interesting. Lucian, any other questions for our detective friend?
The disguise kits, were they just regular disguise kits? Were they unique? Were they just
standard?
You buy at Rod's?
They were fairly standard. They seemed like they were trying, but a lot of the gear seemed like they were trying to make themselves look casual. Like, there's a lot of basic flesh tone makeup here.
The guards that were found in the boxes.
Yeah.
Were they all men, humans? Was there any were there elves? Was there a halfling, a dwarf, anything that would have made it tough to replicate these guards?
Yeah, they were all humans, all human men, three human guys. Yeah.
It does see looks over at Perv, because you said Perv remembered one of them had pointy ears, is what you said this morning.
Is that what that is?
It's so they all were men. Okay. Thank you, detective. We appreciate your time.
Yep. We'll check back with you later.
Well, I appreciate
We'll be in
it.
touch.
I'll definitely still be working on this sucker for a while.
Make sure we get that list.
I'll have to get that from Hal. All right. Yeah. I take one last look around. As I look at the other, as we're turning to leave, and I look at the other officers that are kind of working the scene. Does it look like any of them were watching us closely? Does it look like anybody was,
You definitely see a couple of them are raised eyebrows, as who the heck are these guys? Why are these guys tromping around our crime scene?
Just
as you're leaving,
it looks like they're paying more attention to us than they are to the scene. And there's a couple of them that are definitely paying attention.
You can tell that they respect the lead detective enough that they're not going to say anything, but they're definitely looking at you guys with suspicion.
Okay.
Koba says before you leave, hey, you guys, there's a whole upper section up here. There's a broken dinosaur and a rope hanging off the side of you want to see any of that stuff, or?
Well, before I said, did any of it appear to be? Clearly, there was 2 points of entry. Was there anything disturbed between here and you said there was wherever this stone was taken from upstairs?
I mean, there was the upstairs on the second floor, there was a dinosaur statue that had been broken earlier in the evening and then again broken during the event, and we're still looking into kind of what happened with that. And then there was some talk about how the curator was running around. I mean, these guys I think might have been drinking a little bit, because some of the guards who were there, they said they saw the director or the curator running around screaming at them when they realized the stone was missing. But he was way dead by then. So I don't know what they're talking about. I think they're just confused in the panic of everything going on.
By then. When did
he was that body was cold and stiff. So there's no way he was alive when the museum closed that night.
So do you have a approximate time of death yet, or?
It seems, I mean, it was definitely before. So what the gala was 6 to 8. They seem to be telling me that it was closer to like right around when the gala was getting started. Maybe he was like there for a little bit of it and then went downstairs. I don't know. He might have been there for a little bit of the gala, but it doesn't seem like he was there for all.
But you found his body. He clearly was killed here.
Correct.
And the body was left here.
Yeah.
Okay. But it happened should have happened before the gala.
That would be my estimation, and that seems to be what our cleric says. But I still got to deal with all these guards telling me that when they last saw
where
him.
is the as I look at the door, like relative to the doors, where is this blood stain exactly again? Just it's inside, right?
Yeah, it's in this corner over here.
Okay. She looks at, like, having heard that, she looks at Perv, like, knowing that he was down here during the gala, like, she's not going to ask, like, well, I might message, I will message him in his head, like, and you didn't see the body when you were down here?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty dark and there's a lot of boxes. I only made it about a third of the way across the floor, so it could have been there, I guess.
As we stand there, like, do any of the boxes look like they would have blocked his view? Is there anything in the
like
it would have blocked?
There's enough boxes here in the corner that you could easily have been blocked from the view, and if the body had already been dragged, the blood might have been the only thing to see on the ground, and he might not have seen that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Detective. You've been
Of
most
course.
helpful. We'll be in touch.
Thanks for the help. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, we rally up and we, as a group, and move out of sight of the thing and find like somewhere we can discuss.
As they're walking back, I hand slap him 5 copper pieces because I definitely picked the under.
You said there was like some natural flesh tone makeup.
Yes.
So that would be to cover up something that was maybe green or blue or purple or.
That's a fair assumption.
And you said one of the guards that you saw had pointed ears, appeared to be an elf of some sort, correct? Perv?
Yep.
So clearly those guards that you discussed, based on the man being dead, they were clearly already replaced at that point, and so was the director at that point.
Can I with this newfound information, could I do another history check to see if maybe when I saw this elf, if I can think about maybe whether or not they had makeup on, it appears?
Sure.
And then
Nope.
once that relay happens of all the information, right? We're kind of walking and talking, kind of getting out of sight. I really think that think that we need to actually see what the curator looks like, because we were up close and personal with the fake curator, right?
Yeah.
Is what we're feeling, right? There was a fake. There's
Well,
somebody.
like, I was clearly up close and personal with the real one when I visited
The day
during the
before.
day.
Yeah.
And I tried to like talk to the one during the party, and he kind of gave me the cold shoulder, never would like engage the way he did during the day.
Right. So like,
But I was very close. Do I like searching my memory? Do I like, I guess a history check too? Like, did I notice anything odd about him like during the party? The answer is no. This is an 8.
I to be fair, I did have routine moments when I had you doing perception checks just in and around him at different times. Just
I
so
rolled
that,
like crap, I think.
just to see if anybody noticed anything. But I think again, you could argue that in the adrenaline fueled time when you're running this deception, it might not have been the first thing that you're watching is for other people's deceptions.
As we're walking, I want to do a perception check. Do I see anybody like we got noticed, but we noticed people watching us before? Do I notice a tail? Anybody watching us? Anything?
I definitely want to check that too.
That's a 13.
Sure.
19.
19.
Slapping rolled a 19.
No, there's nobody's watching. It seems like this place is, for lack of a better word, dead. Not a lot of interest. There might be some locals who are not used to seeing the museum open this early and so many non-security guards, but actual like local city police running around. That might be some looky-loos happening, but nobody watching you guys.
One thing, I wonder if we could compare a sample of the actual guy's handwriting with the note I stole off of what.
So I stole. Well, no, I didn't steal it though. I just looked at it and copied it, didn't I?
So can we
I don't
just
remember you.
guard rotation. Yeah.
I had the
just
guard
copied
rotation, but I saw it on his desk, but I just copied it. I didn't.
Can we go through his office?
I mean, we could have. We
Yeah,
walked away.
why don't we just go through his office?
We could go back and go through it. couldn't
You
we?
can certainly ask him.
But I mean, it's just going to confirm that there was 2 different people. But we already have an idea that there's 2 different.
We already know there were 2 different people,
Fair enough. Okay.
right?
and we know that. Let's examine that note again that Slap had found. Like, I just want to like look at it. Like, what kind of paper is it? Do I like? Is there anything unique
Identifying
about
about it.
this note that like clearly was their plan? Although still, why would they have it in their pocket? But like, what would
It
they write
wasn't
down
a-
their plan?
It was the equivalent of being in his wallet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true. Is there anything different or odd or unique about this paper? Is that an investigation or a perception?
It's an investigation because you're touching it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. 14.
I mean, the quality of the paper is high. It's not like crap. It's not like scrap or something like that. It's like a nice piece of paper, but and the ink is not scrappy or shoddy or
So there's
anything. but
nothing that like
there's not
makes it.
yeah.
You
There's no.
stand
It's
out
not
or
like there's a
unique.
symbol or a logo or anything
Yeah.
like that on it.
No watermark and not
Yeah.
a scrap either. Just
He signed it right at the bottom.
You know, just
So
worth a shot, worth looking at, I guess, or maybe
So-
not, as it turned out.
as we're walking and talking towards meandering, what are our leads? The type of wood, the wet box.
That there was
This
water
guy's
damage on the
kids.
box. That
Yeah.
there had to be somebody with skill that made the replacement.
hmm
Beyond that, it could be almost, and beyond that, we know somebody in a ninja garb was watching us that we believe is probably connected to this in some way because there was clearly other people that were on this job. There's not a lot here that we got out of this.
Well, until we get that list, there's not much. If that's all our lead, everything will be on that list, right? I mean, we're waiting for a
I mean,
list.
other than we could also, like, now that we know, talking to Hot Hal and having him relate and getting potential leads from the Dawn in terms of people that might be able to make that kind of replica and that related to the water damage to the box. He didn't have any leads on like the ninja gear, but like that would be getting a list both from the detective and also from the Don about forgers that could make something like that would be.
We also have somebody inside the place, right? That guard that Dom likes.
Ooh, Clark.
Clark. We do have Clark. We could circle back and talk to Clark. But Clark, all the guards were taken to the.
Yeah, none of the guards were there.
Right,
they're
but
at
we
the
still have him as someone to help us out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based on what the Don told us about hot rods and fast eddies, which way, like our meandering is like, which way is going to get us closest to hot rods?
No.
That was back by the hotel.
Was that back by the hotel? So
Yeah.
I would assume then. Let's. I'm gonna pose this question. Let's find somewhere. Then I'm asking the group. Let's find somewhere that we can talk to Hal, and maybe stop by Hot Rods to see if they remember selling disguise kits. Right? If they if you guys were saying that there are disguise kits that were pretty generic disguise kits, let's see if they sold any and maybe like try to
That's another.
go back a little bit, just over a day. They're not going to pick up. I mean, they
Yeah,
might.
yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, they had to come from somewhere.
And then we can get a chance to just ask Hot Rod about just different things while we're there. And then he might know a contact that the Don doesn't know that does sculpture stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
How much of this do we want to relay to an unknown merchant?
Well, he was sent to us. That would be a question for Hal. Like, how trustworthy is Rod? Like, in terms of, how can we talk to this guy, or is this a guy that you got a relationship with that we can talk to, or is this a guy that we need to be cautious with?
So let's find a little alcove then, and I'll pull out Hal.
Hey, whip it out.
Excuse me,
Right.
whip this out.
Good morning, Kalen.
Hey Hal.
Hello.
I got a question for the Don. We are taking some leads, and we talked to Detective Koba, and we are considering Hot Rod to question and maybe ask about some certain things. How trustworthy are they?
Rod Danger is a very good friend of the Don.
Okay. So
Rod
He supplies
Danger?
a lot of tools.
Rod's Danger Emporium.
okay.
I have a feeling I'm going to know what this guy's voice is going to sound like.
While I got Hal out, and we're gonna relay some of the information that we got from Detective Koba. Right, we had wanted to.
Well, we
tell
were looking
them-
for a forger, somebody who could forge the stone that the Don might know. No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is there a sculptor or somebody that could, produce a high quality replication?
Near water.
Near
Yeah,
the dock. Near the.
potentially near the docks, or maybe that was shipped in. Do you have anybody at the docks that's able to maybe track some certain packages?
Sorry, I'm reading the private chat. The Don can think of 3, and he will investigate to try to narrow that list for you.
Okay.
Are any of them close to hot rods or fast eddies?
Most of them are closer to the water.
Well, yes, but I didn't know if fast eddies or hot rods was close to the water.
Doesn't appear that way. Okay.
Yep. Okay, Hal. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Have a good day.
Back into the bag. Hot rods it is.
Into rods.
Hey,
All right. Nothing very exciting happens on that walk. When you guys arrive at the Danger Emporium, you can see out front that there's all kinds of adventuring supplies, tools, rope, equipment, basically anything in your player's handbook in the purchasing guide there. You can probably find it here. The window displays have all kinds of stuff in them, and the place is surprisingly quiet. It doesn't seem like it's bustling with people. It does seem like it does its own share of business. There's a couple of customers mingling around. No employees that you can see from the outside. That you can just kind of see through the windows. That that just seems to be mostly customers that you see through the windows.
Is there a significant other's chair at the front of the store?
A significant other's chair? No. You can see the counter right by the front entrance,
All right.
but nobody's behind it right now.
I'm gonna stand at the counter. I'm gonna grab my book out of my bag,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start reading out of the book for ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
It's gonna take 10 minutes.
All right. Is everybody gonna wait for him to cast that, or anybody?
No, I need to pick up a couple of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
While everybody's doing that, I'm just kind of off to my side. It looks like I'm just reading my book.
I'm trying to think of
Board.
I
I want to go up to Rod.
He's talking to a customer. It seems a little bit heated. He's very frustrated with this person. Finally, the person just storms off and marches out the door. There's two other customers. One of them is milling around looking at climbing gear, and the other one might be looking at a sword or something.
Is that customer past me, the upset one?
Yes.
I stop what I'm doing. I know it's going to reset my timer probably, but I want to give them a good once over as
Sure.
they're walking past me. 12 for perception.
She is dressed very nicely, but definitely seems frustrated. She's not holding anything but her purse. She's wearing a dress, not a gown, but it's nicely made, but you can see that it's probably handmade, that she might have made it herself, and she is storming off in a bit of a huff. A blonde-haired, it's hard to guess, but maybe a half elf.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Features are very hard to read in the sense that, when it's mixed like that,
Mhm.
You're trying to gauge it, but there's definitely some human traits and some elfish traits.
I'm just gonna try to just remember what they look like and just take note of
Sure.
them as they leave, and go back to my book and start my 10 minutes over again.
Okay.
Start over since I was distracted.
Oh, no respect, I tell you. Some people.
So I go up to Rod and says, another satisfied customer?
Oh man, hated me more than my mother, and she used to feed me with a slingshot.
Hey, so she knows you. Okay. So I'm looking for a couple of things. I was told that you'd be the guy to give me the couple of things.
I got lots of things. I can teach you lots of things. Show you lots of things. What do you got? What do you
Okay,
need?
I'm looking for a flask.
A flask.
Yeah.
Full, empty. What are you looking for?
Yeah, what do you got for full?
Hey, full
Hey.
costs a little bit more, but it's worth it. I'll tell you.
So when you tell me it's full of what? And is it any good?
You tell me, buddy.
Can I
How
taste
thirsty
it?
are you?
Can I taste it?
Come over here. You seem like my kind of customer.
There you go.
He takes you back behind the counter, and you can see he's got a couple of little jars of different liquids behind there. And he's like, "What's your flavor, friend?"
You get anything smooth and
Ooh.
smoky?
Smooth. You don't know. Here, and he opens up one of the stills and pours a little into a glass, and it is clear. And he slides it across the table. This will put hair on your chest.
And I taste it. Now, how do I roll if I like it or not? Or do I roll? I mean,
yeah, you
how
can
do we
just
do this?
You can just roll, and we'll see how you feel. Let's treat it like history. See if you've tried something like this before.
History. All right. So that's an 18 for history.
Ooh, so you love this. This is fantastic. You're like, oh my gosh, this is no bite, no nothing. It's
Nice.
it's just exactly like you asked. Super smooth.
So I asked him, how much is a flask of this?
Oh,
This is very good.
for you, friend, 1 gold. I'll get you a nice flask and fill it up.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right, so he pulls out a little silver flask and he fills it up and slides it across the table to you.
Okay, I'm looking for ball bearings.
Oh, ball bearings. What do you got to do with those?
You never know, but you never know when they come in handy. Toss them around once or twice. Hey,
Couple 2-3.
2-3.
There's a pile of them over there in the corner.
Just a pile of ball bearings.
So I'll
I
take.
keep them in the I keep them in a jug.
All right, so hold on.
Nobody puts
So-
ball bearings in the corner.
So do they come in a sack, or do I have to supply my own sack?
Someone
my balls
says
Oh, friend, you're looking for a sack of balls. You came to the right place.
Hey, oh,
oh, hey.
So,
Hickory
I was
dickory
just
dock.
watching this and noticing that Lucian didn't once mention who sent us here, and it's just
No.
like shaking her head at like the
Yeah.
lack of negotiating.
well, I'm trying to get some back and forth with the guy. I'm buying some 2 or 3 things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Too
fine,
true.
but you didn't like. Yeah. Anyway, she's just shaking her head.
I don't know what ball bearings go for. You'll have to look in the.
Yeah. Okay. So a sack.
It's in here.
A sack is 1 copper,
There you
and
go.
bearings go for 1 gold.
There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. It says bag of 1,000, so you have to supply the bag.
Sure.
All right. So I got a bag of
I got your
bearings.
ball sack right here.
My ball sack right there, and I need some rope.
Rope. I got
Hey.
rope.
Yeah, I kind of lost mine not too long ago, and I need to replace it.
All right.
So
So
rope goes for that's I'm just doing some regular rope, so that'll be 1 gold. Now, do you do any appraisals?
Appraisal. What do you mean? You got something to
Wait.
sell?
I dig into my backpack and I pull out the hand.
Do we want to sell that yet?
I don't know, but I want to see if I can get some
Ma-
information on it.
There's people wanted for a murder that took place.
Oh,
This might
yeah,
be
okay.
true.
I don't do that. So I said, okay, thank you very much. I'm going to look around. Okay.
All right, friend. Look.
Hey, ooh.
Has that been about 10 minutes?
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
All right, I have ritually casted Detect Magic from the front of the store, looking all the way down. Do I notice anything other than my friends and all of their magical awareness?
I would say that he definitely has some kind of an alarm on the front that's magical, some kind of system. So you can definitely detect something that would make sense of having a shop with valuables in it. There would be some kind of an alarm system that's magical in nature on the front door. But that's all you're picking up from the outside.
Okay.
So after Lucian appears to be done, I'm going to approach Mr. Rod, is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Do you know me?
Well,
tell
a
you.
mutual friend sent me to your store to potentially get some stuff. You know the Don, I suppose.
Oh, the Don. Yes. He shows me more respect than most.
Ooh.
You know, when my parents got divorced, there was a custody fight over me and no one showed up.
Tragic. I wish that had happened for me. And I could use there's a few items I could use. Do you happen to have any armor? Do you have any like studded leather armor?
Oh, of course. And he points over to the side. There's several different pieces over there.
And I could also use some crossbow bolts and let's see, what else did I want on here? And then, do you happen to have? I like to occasionally, appear to be more different than I am, as you can see, as she motions to the fact that she's a drow. Do you carry disguise kits? Is it something that's in high demand in your shop?
Oh, deja vu. I'll tell you.
It's like second time today.
Second time today.
Oh, that woman that just ran out of here. She asked me the same thing. But yes, of course, disguise kits.
Well,
I got some of
what did
those.
what was that? What was her? Did she have a problem with your disguise kits? Were they not to her standard or something? She seemed kind of angry.
Hey, women, what can I do?
Yeah,
My wife and I, we were happy for 20 years, and then we met.
She laughs with this. She's laughing with this joke and playing along, and she's like, "So, what was her problem? Was she just kind of uptight, or she didn't get your humor, Rod? Because you were quite funny. I wish that."
She definitely wanted certain pieces that wasn't willing to wait. Seemed very anxious, very frustrated. I don't know.
Oh, like what kind of pieces? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious. Was she being overly demanding?
She wanted to make her skin a little darker. She wanted to darken her skin a bit. I guess the drow looks in, so good for you.
Oh, really? Like, he says this, and I think back to this woman. Like, how much did she look? You said she looked kind of half elfish. Did I notice anything about her appearance?
You could say that maybe there were that the elvish portion might have had some drow features or some darker coloration to her skin.
Oh, but she was wanting to look more dark. She was wanting to look darker than she actually was.
Correct. That's what he's implying. Yes.
Okay. And
Sorry, that was metagaming. I couldn't tell if you were asking me or.
No, I'm asking my memory. I was trying to
Okay.
I saw her
no, that's fine.
to him. I was trying to think when he says this. I was trying to think what her appearance looked like. If she was trying to make herself look more like a drow, did she resemble me in any way, shape, or form? Like in height, build? Like, is this potentially, if these people are.
She was definitely. Seemed like she was maybe shorter than you, but not by much. Her hair was not. It was light, like a yellowy, not quite golden.
Okay, so she didn't really. And did she react? Did I notice her react when did she notice us as we came in?
No, she was definitely too into her moment, whatever it was.
Okay, so she didn't seem to react when we came in, but she was wanting to be okay. Well, I think I'm okay on that front now, but I wouldn't mind. Do you have a grappling hook?
The grappling hook, yeah. It's over there with the man looking at the rope.
Okay. So so I need so maybe we could let's see, what is the armor here? Studded leather is, where is it at? Did I go past it? Oh, no, it's up here. How much for the studded leather armor then?
I'm sorry, I don't have it all open in front of me. What is
it
normally?
So the studded leather armor would be 45.
Okay.
Whereas the other two items are let's see, what else did I want? I wanted a grappling hook, which is 2, and what was the other thing I asked for? Crossbow bolts. Where are they at?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he has all that stuff, and the prices are basically what's in the.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to look. So where were the bolts at? Where are the bolts at? I don't see them. Oh, they're there. They're 1. So it would be 48. Would you mind? Would it be a terrible imposition if you threw in the bolts and the grappling hook with the armor for the 45?
Why don't you roll a persuasion?
Not yet, unbeatable in persuasion, but 24.
24. Oh wow.
Yeah.
He says, "Wow, you're like my wife. You talk a game. I'll tell you."
Oh,
I haven't spoken to my wife in years. I didn't want to interrupt her.
Yeah, she's clearly laying it on thick with this guy.
All right, so he agrees to your price then.
Okay, so I'm gonna add. Sweet. Yeah, so he's still taking almost all my gold, but
there you go.
that's okay. to upgrade that armor and give us a grappling hook with the rope, and then I needed some crossbow bolts just to make sure I don't run out. So, not that we may need them much, but
Here's like this.
okay. All right. Oh, and then actually, like, I'll hold on to my old armor for now.
Okay.
I might try to sell that later, but
Does can I talk to him again, or do any of you guys want to talk to him first? So I guess I'm next to those guys because I was looking at the
Sure.
stuff. So do you have any rapiers? Because I'm looking to upgrade mine.
I got swords right over here, friend.
All right. I'm looking for a +1. How much is that?
Oh. Hey.
Hey,
you're not finding that for
No,
what you
friend,
got.
I don't have anything like that here.
Oh, hey, I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, no problem.
You ain't got that much gold yet, son. I know how much gold you said you had.
How much is this disguise kit? I have one, but I want to get a second one.
I don't know. Can somebody?
Oh wait, hold on. It would say here, right?
I don't think disguise kits are single use, are they?
You can use it.
A
I thought there were
disguise
more than
kit,
one.
Let's see.
I thought it was more than one.
I
Okay.
thought it
yeah,
was
you
just
should do it.
makeup. Yeah, I thought it was just like a makeup kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm all set then. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. That upped my armor class by 1, which is I could use. So.
I'm standing
Uh,
at the door,
So yeah, I'm
Arms
going to relate
crossed.
to the.
tapping my
Actually,
foot.
no. I want to ask him like before I go, like when we were talking about the disguise kits, just like you said you didn't want to wait, that you had to order stuff. Is that because you had like sold a bunch of them recently, or is it just because she had specific needs that were outside the norm?
Yeah, she wanted something very specific, and I didn't have any of it right now, so she
Okay.
needed to wait, and she wasn't willing to wait.
Understood. I didn't know if maybe there's a run on things. Maybe there was some kind of costume ball or something that people were all going to disguise themselves for,
No, I think
some sort of event.
no. Evelyn's like that. She gets worked up.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. So she's a regular then.
Well, when she needs certain things, she comes to this side of town.
Is she an associate of our mutual friend, or is she not in that kind of thing?
No, nothing like that. But she travels in circles. I think we all do.
Oh, yes. And what kind of circles does she travel in?
She's from the Drow side of town. You know, you've probably
The
visited.
Drow side of town.
You travel in circles. Typically, you end up at the same place you started.
Hey, this guy's busting my balls over here.
Yeah, I don't show any respect.
No, my Drow side of I must say I'm actually like relatively new to the town. Do the Drow run a portion of this city?
Yeah, they've got a whole section over there by the river near the waterfall.
The water.
I don't know. Yeah. And
I'm by the river.
You know,
In a van.
I'm sure that the Drow are always, a little bit. We can be a little bit uppity. Some of my relatives. Who's the leader here in town that they all, I'm sure, fawn over ridiculously?
Oh, I don't poke my nose in where it doesn't belong, but that new casino, I definitely know it draws a lot of crowds.
With a nose like yours, it must be kind of hot.
Hey,
Oh,
this guy, he's busting my balls too.
casino.
I told my wife, a man is like wine; it gets better with age, and she locked me in the cellar.
So what do you say? What about the casino?
It's a good place to lose money.
That they are. Well, we appreciate your time, Rod. You've been very, very helpful today.
Hey, we're always open because I don't want to go home.
I'm looking for one very specific item. Do you sell any trombones?
Trombones. No, I don't have any of those.
Well, if you come across a rusty one, let me know. I'll come in. Pick it up.
Oh, this guy.
I saw that one coming.
Next, he's going to start making fun of my golf game.
All right. Do you think we get enough information? I mean, he's only sold a couple of disguises, right? I thought we came in here to see if he
That's
sold.
what I had. Yeah, he said he hadn't really sold many, but she'd come in looking for specific.
Darkening.
Yeah, stuff that's not in a typical disguise kit. She wanted specialized colors to apparently to make herself look more drow,
That would have been the opposite of what.
which is the opposite of what they were trying to do last night.
Right.
But it does so that does give us, and there's clearly
I
a
feel
drow side of town.
I feel like doing drow face is in bad taste.
It definitely is.
So judgy.
It says the lady that has a whole persona where she makes herself look like a high elf. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's different going in that direction.
All right.
To the
Should we
casino.
Yeah, at this point, we're just waiting to hear back from.
Yeah, should we check back in with Hal?
We can.
Should
The
we
other
just go to
option
the
would
casino?
be to find out where this Clark person lives and visit our security guard away from the cops and away from the museum and have a conversation with him at some point.
Good.
But we would need to find out. He said he was a contact from the Don, or the Don mentioned him as a contact. So we
Right.
need to get that. So that would be going through Hal again.
So since we're by the hotel, want to stop in, contact Hal, refresh, head out, see what Hal says.
Seems
Or do you want to? Or do we? We don't even have to stop by the hotel. We can just check in with Hal.
No.
Just find another kind of quiet spot, kind of secluded. Let's do that.
Okay.
So
Hello,
before I take
Galen. Oh, sorry.
before I take Cal out,
Okay.
looking around again, making sure nobody's staring at us.
Okay.
Check to
No. Do another perception. Oh, we're outside again. Hang on.
You're out. Are you outside in the in an alley or something?
23.
15.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. 6.
My perception was the first one I rolled would have been a 23. The second I rolled was a 1 by 3. So because I have no perception with disadvantage anytime I'm outside.
There's nobody that you can see watching or paying any
Yeah,
attention.
the sun's like really bright today. It's like
Break Hal out, see if they've got any word from the Don about our list of
and where we can
potential
find this
sculptors, and then we gotta
Hello.
see if we can find Clark.
Kalen.
Hello, Hal. Any word from the Don?
The Don brings news. He believes he has an idea for your forager.
Forger or forager?
Forager.
Sorry, forager.
Forager.
Isn't
Come
that how
on,
you spell-
Hal.
Sorry.
Hal's got a speech impediment. Don't mock it. Man. It's
He's a computer for crying out loud.
Sorry, Hal. I typed that in wrong. My bad, Hal.
There's a drow in the region of the casino known to craft sculptures such as you're looking for.
Okay, what's their name?
Their name is Alan.
Just
Alan?
Alan. Just
Just-
Alan.
Alan.
Family couldn't afford a last name, so this,
What's the name of the shop, or does they have a place of business?
He is controlled or under the ownership of a man named Mr. Webb.
Mr. Webb.
The Don believes it is possible that Mr. Webb is using his criminal organization through the casino to potentially try and rob the stone last night.
oh,
This
Feels-
Mr. Webb
Feels on point.
is knowing drow culture. Who does Mr. Webb answer to?
Mr. Webb answers to no one as far as the Don is aware.
There's not a matriarch in charge of the drow population here.
Not that the Don is aware of. Mr. Webb is
Emma is very surprised by this.
Mr. Webb is the face of the casino.
Hey, he's the front at least. Okay.
While Hal is out, I also ask about Clark's whereabouts. Just as a backup, I feel like we're going to be going towards the casino, but just in case we need to talk to Clark.
As far as the Don is aware, Clark is still at the police station.
Okay.
Okay.
And then one last question. There's this half-elf lady that came out here that the crew said his name was Evelyn. Is that a name that Don has run across or come across your desk?
Searching. The
snap.
Don believes this might be Evelyn Kay, but is not certain.
Okay.
Does she have any connections to
Give him, yeah.
the drow?
She seems to be related to the Webb family somehow.
Okay. And thanks, Hal.
Mr. Webb, is he a drow also?
Yes,
Yeah.
And Evelyn may be a relative of theirs.
it would seem, but the drow relations are quite complicated.
Tell me about it.
Perv, you were saying something? Oh, I thought you were asking Hal something.
Perf, you've been very quiet. Are you feeling okay today?
It just doesn't feel great to do the voice.
Oh.
No, really, Perf. Are you sure you're okay? So we're going to start asking Perf every
No. All right. Thank you, Hal. I think we're good. Can you, from Hot Rods, where is the casino? You said down by the river, north, south, east, west kind of deal.
It is southeast of your current location.
Is there a van down by the river?
The casino rests at the top of the waterfall.
Thanks, Hal. Appreciate your help.
You're very welcome.
So as soon as Hal is away, Emma is going to turn to the group. If we're going to be interacting with drow, none of you mentioned my last name under any circumstances. It will cause more problems than we want.
I don't even know what your first name is. You got
Last name.
That's good. You shouldn't know my first name. I'm perfectly happy with that.
Which last name?
Yeah,
You don't need to know it.
there you go.
Wait, Emma's or Marsha?
What?
Marsha.
Emma is who, like, you do know this, like, Emma is who she is. Marsala is her stage person that she pretends to be.
It's the opposite of
Yes.
Earth
it's
Prime's Eminem.
Yes.
All right. So
Right.
then, as you're saying that, do we need to disguise ourselves? Do we need to act a certain way? Do we need to just like only talk to certain
We'll get the
people?
lay of the land. We might just be casino customers to start with and go from there. Like, no reason to worry about it too much just yet.
I mean, I'm happy to like knock over a roulette wheel or something if I have to.
Well, let's wait till we need that knock over the roulette wheel. Let's not do it before we need it.
Right. So so we're in our civvies right now, right? So are we going to a casino in our civvies, or are we going to wear some nice clothes, or are we going to go there and then leave and come back? I mean, what's the
I
idea?
would like to scout the neighborhood and see whether or not this casino is a nice establishment or what is the quality we're dealing with in the casino, so that we know that when we go, we fit appropriately.
Yeah, is this like Rat Pack or is it Scat Pack?
Yes. Yes, we might want to know that before we may want to be as, is this a clear criminal enterprise that we want to be as underworld as we can be, or do we want to be above board when we go into this place? And we need to find out more about this casino before we actually go in.
Okay.
Sounds good. Let's make that move.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna walk down and get a sense of how it looks from the outside.
Yeah. So I want to just go to the drow side of town.
Sure.
And again, hood up, not necessarily not hiding that I'm a drow, but just being very drow in terms of the way I'm out in the sun, out in the day,
Sure.
the way that we're, that would move around, and just want to sort of just case the neighborhood a little bit of terms of where stuff is, what I'm seeing,
Sure.
what is happening in this neighborhood, and relying on what I see in terms of how other drow are acting, how they move about the neighborhood. Yeah.
So there's a river that crosses through this section of town, and there's lots of little canals and bridges to cross over it. It's not a very fast flowing river, but it heads towards the ocean, and the drow section is obviously pretty quiet in the middle of the day, which is what it is right now. It's up against the sort of cliff face, so you have a lot of rocks and a lot of people's houses have doors that are on the street level, but you can see they go underground from there, or they go behind the cliff face. Lots of little shops and things. They just haven't really opened up for the day.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a night.
Yeah,
it's going to be a night thing. So,
the casino is not going right now.
Yeah.
The river flows right through the casino, and you access the front entrance by a little ferry. Basically, there's
so what does the casino look like from the outside? Does this look fancy? Does this look? What are we looking at here?
What you can see is a sort of rock wall with a river running right through a gap in between it, and the only way to get in would be by boat. But what you can see are hanging lanterns and things like that on the inside that look quite expensive and look very nice.
Access by a ferry.
Yeah, not this kind.
Okay.
This kind.
Okay.
And the dock looks very nice. There's no boat at it right now, but the water, like I said, doesn't move super fast. It's pretty calm. So boats could go either direction, up river or down.
Okay. Did Hal say that this Alan, who he thought might be our guy, he works for Mr. Webb, but he doesn't actually have a shop or anything. He's just a guy that he knows could do this. Is that correct?
Correct. He works for or with somehow Mr. Webb.
So he doesn't have a store where he does other kind of jewel stuff. He's clearly just an employee of this guy.
At least that's what the Don told you, yeah.
Okay.
Or Hal through the Don.
Okay, so do I need to do any kind of like as I look about the neighborhood, does this appear to be wealthy? Does this appear to be like do these
You can
people appear to
You
be
can do a perception check if you like.
compared to like the rest of town? Is this Hey, those are actually two good rolls. I didn't do too bad that time. That is a 50.
This looks like the newest construction in town. The dock looks brand new, newly crafted. The lights look new. There's a little sign that says the Afterlife Casino, and it looks really new and lovely. Even the chunks out of the rock look newly carved. So whatever work was done, there's a lot of novelty to this space.
I know there's clearly not going to be many drow out and about, or does this appear to be like? Does it appear to be odd that does the rest of my group stand out, or are there other non-drow in this neighborhood, like moving about?
Despite this being the drow town, there's definitely still activity. There's still hubbub and things going on. There is the occasional shop that's open, perhaps serving some food or something like that. And there is people of other races, in and about, but it is pretty quiet overall.
Okay.
People who come here for specific things, that potion or that ingredient or that artisan or what have you.
Can I do a history check? Have I heard of this Webb family before, or this casino, or anything before?
Sure.
My history is not great, and that is not a great roll. That is a 13.
The name does not ring any bells. No.
Okay. So I don't have any connection to this group.
No, not that you're aware of.
Okay. All right. At this point, we're not going to learn too much unless we come to this part of town in the evening. So after dark. So.
And we can stop right there if the plan is to wait and come to the casino when it's open a little later. We can pause right there because it's getting pretty late. Thanks all the people in the chat. Ready, Set, Collect, and Magic Lasso. Appreciate you guys coming by. Christopher was in the chat. Izzy came by. Agro was in the chat. Matt's in the chat. A lot of good comedy going on in there. Gordon, of course, always here. Kenneth Bird, JSS Brooklyn. Wow, we got a whole bunch of crew people coming through here. White Tiger, and of course, many panelists. I appreciate you guys. The links, by the way, for everybody's channels are all down below. Tony's dual casting this too, so you might be watching this on Tony's channel.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not.
We should be back again next week, so hopefully you can see what the Afterlife Casino is all about. But until then, never turn your back on Rod Danger.
See ya.
Bye, guys.